Light fixture manufacturers may not explicitly specify approved splices for several reasons. Firstly, there's the assumption of contractor knowledge. Manufacturers often assume that licensed electricians trained in electrical safety will install the fixtures and know to use appropriate splices. Secondly, product liability concerns play a role. By mentioning specific splices, manufacturers could potentially be held liable if an unapproved splice is used and causes a fire or other accident. Thirdly, cost considerations are a factor. Requiring the use of specific, approved splices can increase the overall cost of the fixture. Fourthly, versatility is important. Leaving the splicing method unspecified allows for flexibility in installation, as different types of splices may be suitable depending on the wire size and the specific conditions of the installation. Fifthly, compliance with codes is a given. Electrical codes already specify the requirements for approved splices, so manufacturers may deem it unnecessary to restate this information in their product instructions. It's critical to use approved splices for several reasons. Electrical conductivity is paramount. Aluminum and copper wires have different electrical conductivity, and using an unapproved splice can create a weak point in the electrical connection. This weak point can lead to overheating and eventual electrical failure. Corrosion is another concern. When dissimilar metals, such as aluminum and copper, are joined without proper protection, corrosion can occur over time. This corrosion increases the electrical resistance of the connection and can lead to sparking. Fire risk is a serious consequence of improper splicing. A poorly spliced connection can create an arcing fault, which is an electrical discharge between two conductors. This arcing fault can generate significant heat, enough to ignite flammable materials nearby and cause a fire. Now, let's address exceptions for using aluminum wire. In certain jurisdictions, there may be exceptions that allow for the use of aluminum wire in residential construction. However, even when these exceptions exist, special precautions must be taken to ensure safe connections. One common precaution involves using copper pigtails. This method involves connecting copper wire to aluminum wire using a short length of copper wire, known as a pigtail, and an approved splice specifically designed for this purpose. Another solution is to use splices specifically designed for connecting aluminum and copper wires. These splices are engineered to provide a secure and corrosion-resistant connection between the two dissimilar metals. It's vital to emphasize homeowner responsibility in this matter. Homeowners should be aware of the potential hazards associated with connecting aluminum and copper wires. If you are not a qualified electrician, you should always consult with one for proper installation of light fixtures and other electrical components. Never attempt to connect aluminum and copper wires yourself without the necessary knowledge and tools. Delving deeper into the technical aspects, let's examine the properties of aluminum and copper that make proper splicing so critical. Copper is an excellent conductor of electricity, offering low resistance to the flow of electrons. This low resistance translates to minimal energy loss in the form of heat, making copper a safe and efficient choice for electrical wiring. Aluminum, while also a good conductor, has a higher resistance than copper. This means that for the same amount of current, aluminum will generate more heat than copper. This difference in conductivity becomes particularly important at connection points, where resistance tends to be concentrated. When aluminum and copper are directly connected without proper treatment, a phenomenon called galvanic corrosion can occur. This type of corrosion happens when two dissimilar metals are in contact in the presence of an electrolyte, such as moisture. The aluminum acts as the anode and corrodes, while the copper acts as the cathode and is protected. The corrosion process increases the resistance of the connection, leading to further heat generation and potential failure. Approved splices for aluminum to copper connections are designed to mitigate these issues in several ways. Firstly, they often incorporate a corrosion-inhibiting compound that prevents moisture from reaching the metals and initiating galvanic corrosion. Secondly, they provide a secure mechanical connection that maintains consistent pressure between the wires, reducing resistance. Thirdly, some splices are designed to accommodate the different expansion rates of aluminum and copper, preventing loosening of the connection over time due to temperature changes. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific guidelines for splicing aluminum and copper wires. Section 110.14 B of the NEC addresses electrical connections, stating that connections shall be made so that the completed connection is mechanically and electrically sound. It also requires that connections of dissimilar metals be made with connectors identified for the purpose. This means that you must use a connector that is specifically listed and labeled for connecting aluminum and copper wires. Furthermore, the NEC contains tables that specify the allowable ampacities of different wire sizes and types. For example, Table 310.15 B16 provides ampacity ratings for conductors based on their insulation type and the ambient temperature. When working with aluminum wire, it's crucial to consult these tables to ensure that the wire is properly sized for the intended load. Aluminum wire generally requires a larger gauge than copper wire to carry the same amount of current safely. The selection of the appropriate splice depends on several factors, including the wire size, the application, and the environmental conditions. For small gauge wires, such as those typically found in light fixtures, twist-on wire connectors, also known as wire nuts, are commonly used. However, standard wire nuts are not suitable for connecting aluminum and copper wires. You must use wire nuts that are specifically designed and listed for this purpose. These wire nuts typically contain a corrosion-inhibiting compound and are marked to indicate that they are suitable for aluminum to copper connections. For larger gauge wires, such as those used in branch circuits, other types of connectors may be required. These connectors may include compression connectors, set screw connectors, or bolted connectors. Again, it's essential to choose a connector that is specifically listed and labeled for connecting aluminum and copper wires. When installing any type of electrical connection, it's crucial to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The instructions will provide specific guidance on how to prepare the wires, how to install the connector, and how to torque the connection properly. Proper torque is essential to ensure a secure and reliable connection. Over-torquing can damage the wires or the connector, while under-torquing can lead to a loose connection and eventual failure. In addition to using approved splices, it's also important to practice good workmanship when making electrical connections. This includes stripping the wires to the correct length, cleaning the wires to remove any dirt or corrosion, and making sure that the wires are fully inserted into the connector. A sloppy or poorly made connection is more likely to fail, even if you use an approved splice. To summarize, while light fixture manufacturers may not always explicitly specify approved splices in their instructions, it is essential to use proper splicing methods when connecting aluminum and copper wires. This is critical for ensuring electrical safety and preventing fires. Always consult with a qualified electrician if you are unsure about how to make these connections properly. Remember to use only connectors that are specifically listed and labeled for connecting aluminum and copper wires, and to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. By taking these precautions, you can ensure that your electrical system is safe and reliable. Also, homeowners should never attempt to connect aluminum and copper wires themselves and should seek professional assistance.